between the ages of 18 to 21. You've been working retail for 3 years, and you're now realizing that the bread you're making isn't cutting it, and you just don't care about the work you're doing. Now is the time for your big boy or big girl job. Whether it's a job that aligns with the degree, or it's a job that allows for progression, valuable skills, and or provides licenses. But most importantly, more cheese.
Cheese, cheese, cheese.
Landing one of these jobs is one thing. There's a ton to choose from, some more niche than others, needing different requirements or criteria. But it's another thing to act like you've been there before. So in today's video, I'm gonna share with y'all my experiences and how to act in a professional setting.
Let's see what you got.
As most of y'all know, I have my associates in mechanical engineering and I'm currently working towards getting my bachelor's. But currently I'm working as a registered behavior technician. Now, although this has nothing to do with my degree, it still offers valuable experience working as a professional. With that being said though, there are a few things to keep in mind, such as things to look out for and how to carry yourself. Now, when I say things to look out for, I'm mainly referring to people you work with. If you have any work experience, you're aware that you can't always trust all your coworkers. This could honestly be a whole video in itself, but there are a few categories that your coworkers could fall under. But for the sake of this video, I'm only go over 3 archetypes that I think you should look out for. Now, for the first coworker archetype that we're gonna go over, we got the two-faced person. It's gotta be one of the most annoying people to work with. I'm literally working with one right now. And as the name suggests, they act one way in your face, but behind your back have the most shit to say. The worst part about it is, they'll probably do the same thing to someone else and end up going to you about it. They have no sense of loyalty. Luckily for me though, I got people at the job site who will always let me know what they say. But the second coworker archetype to look out for is the I got something for you type of supervisor.
You two idiots. If this isn't cleaned up when I get back, you're fired!
There's nothing more they hate than seeing a person chilling, because apparently there's always something to do. They'll have you doing the most mundane tasks that they get a whiff of you not doing anything. Now, they're not as bad as these two-faced demons, but they're still pretty annoying. Like the one time a supervisor followed and waited for me to get out of the bathroom just to remind me that she gave me a task. But anyway, last but not least, the third and final archetype I'm gonna be going over is the snitch.
They did it! Cheers!
Now, this can go hand in hand with the two-faced person, because they'll use tactics to try to get information out of you, act like they cool, but whole time go tell the manager instead of telling you. Like it's gonna win them brownie points or something. Sadly though, in some cases it kinda does. Snitching is rewarded in some establishments. But I'd like to preface, if you do get wind of someone snitching on you or like them just being two-faced, do not confront them. If you're like me, a real nigga, you would like to, if there's an issue, like you would like to handle it face to face, like, you know, what's the problem? But that's kind of looked down upon in the professional setting, especially if you look like me, because it's seen as aggressive, and if there's an issue, I'd rather you tell someone else so they can deal with it instead, like a trusted supervisor or a manager. I know it's kind of lame, but that's just how shit goes.
Well, I don't like it.
Now, you might be wondering, how do I handle myself? How does one act in an environment with people that make it hard to work? This is a very important aspect of surviving. Because when you're new, it's easy to want to try to fit in quickly, but it's better if you just stick to yourself. There's no issue being friendly, but just make sure you're still private. Ultimately, the goal is to remain calm, be aware, and in control. Also, listen more than you speak, because you can learn a lot about who you're working with just by staying quiet and paying attention. Because the less people know about you, the less they can use against you. And when it comes to speaking, make sure your tone is respectful. You ain't gotta be robotic, but just make sure you're clear and kind. Because having a professional tone shows maturity and confidence, which demands respect from your peers. Now, as far as your work goes, there's no way around it. You have to do it efficiently. Now, I'm not saying overwork yourself or try to impress anyone, but if you do your job well enough consistently, that builds you a good reputation, showing people that you're reliable and they'll tend to leave you alone, which in turn means you won't have to work as hard. But you ain't hear that from me though. I ain't say that.
I heard it from you.
With that being said though, this is the end of the video. If you made it this far, I do appreciate you. like, subscribe, share with your peoples, and tune in for what I have next. It's most likely to be another Yap session, and that's all I got for y'all today. I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all later.